What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Watcher of Realms, and today, I think what I want to do is try to push a little bit into the Arbiter of Frost. We haven't really done it yet at all, so I want to go ahead, get to the boss, get on the leaderboard. This way we'll be able to get some of these coins. I'm going to need those eventually anyways to buy things like Ancient Summons, Diamonds, all that good business. You can buy like 4,000 stamina, which is actually quite a bit. Probably one of the better places, I guess, you can buy stamina in the game, because you can buy so much of it. But yeah, obviously the big goal here is going to be like Ancient Summons. We're going to need those just to get some of the more rare heroes for the epics that we will need. Or maybe not need, but will make certain factions or parts of the game much, much easier. But before we do that, I do want to kind of push back into the campaign a little bit. Our storyline quest is bringing us back into the expert campaign. So I want to go ahead and try to push through this and just essentially knock this out. And we can move into like the Odyssey and stuff like that. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to really worry about grinding Odyssey, but at least get this kind of done. So step one, we're going to jump in and we're going to knock out some, not this, we're going to knock out some campaign. I'm not too terribly worried about like min-maxing my Arbiter of Frost, like damage and like upgrading niche heroes for it. Maybe later down the road when that's more of a goal, we'll do that. For now, it's just kind of a little extra revenue stream, so we're going to push into it a little bit. For this, there's only, 13 stages? So we'll probably only do like 4 of these today, then maybe split it into 5 and 4 after that. Keep it kind of even. So let's go ahead and just run these. They shouldn't be too bad. Pretty low power requirements. Oh, are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even do these fights because it's going to potentially give me a hero. I guess we'll just star up like some of these. I haven't had a full hero capacity for a long time, and I even bought like all the extra spots for it. We'll just do it like this. Get a couple of these guys out of here. That should be more than enough spaces to get this done. But yeah, we're pretty much capped out on heroes. I'm waiting for a Quarter of Glory or something to pop up, so I've got a freaking buttload of dudes to take up to 3-star, 4-star, and then 5-star. And it hasn't showed up yet, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But that said, now we've got room. Let's go back over here and make this happen. I don't even think it can give you heroes for rewards here, so I'm not sure why it makes us make room. That's just a little bit irksome, if you ask me. Do we need anything special for this? I mean, probably not. I wouldn't think. Couple of Marksman and Mage. Let's drop Medan here and bring in Hollow, just for a little bit of XP gain on her, but also she has a better healing radius. So we'll just bring her to make things a little bit less of a headache. Medan's a great healer, but very small healing range, which can be pretty annoying. We probably won't need to worry too much about it right now. Could I smoke these guys out like immediately? Is that something we could do? Is this a poor decision? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Or perhaps. Sorry, throat's bugging me a little bit. We do have dudes that come in on this side. I think they're archers. I mean, we can just like probably smoke them out like this. Yes, we can. I guess I can kind of double up over here on these guys just to make sure they don't make it anywhere. Just kind of wipe out these dudes as fast as possible. We may not even need... I could probably just throw some more... Get some AoE deeps over here as well. Oh, this bro almost made it, but not quite. He was close. He was about to kind of skirt the edge and come back in. We do have another fighter here if we need it. I don't think we'll need a healer. It looks like Wrath is doing just fine on his own over there. They're kind of smoking out these big lizards pretty easily. And I can still pop her ult to take care of anybody that kind of sneaks about and gets around us. How much damage are those archers doing? Are they getting to shoot him even? Or is he just killing them before they get a chance to? Okay, so doesn't matter. They're all gone, so that wasn't bad at all. Pretty quick. I like it when they're fast like that. That's nice. Only a minute 52. That's good. I'll take that. Plus 30 diamonds. I love to see 30 diamonds. I think that used to be 25, so I think it actually got bumped up a little bit here in stage 4. Love to see it. I'm happy with that. More diamonds, never a bad thing. We need lots of them. So, first one done. Move into the second one. We got 3 different areas they come in from here. I'll just keep the same team going right now. I think they have like AoE bros that come in up here. Ooh, could we just like... We shouldn't. We could just stack up on that, but I don't know. That feels like we're being a little irresponsible. So we'll probably just drop him or her like this, and she can handle most of this stuff. Get like Idril down here to snipe bottom. Actually, she's gonna. I figured this guy would probably actually walk all the way through because he's supposed to be like a tankier bro, but doesn't look like the case. We can pop Brienne up here. I think she'll be outside of his AoE range. I guess she has the Ichor Chalice on. Ichor Chalice, whatever it is. So he will do a little bit of damage, but not too much. You need to bump her attack speed back up. Having low attack speed on her, kind of subpar, I will say. I don't know if they have range units that come in anywhere on this. They do. So we may just have her here to make sure everyone's more or less staying healed. Pop her ult, kind of snipe these dudes. Just go ahead and blow these guys up. There we go. I could stack up on this and kind of kill these guys a little earlier. I'm not going to do that. Just seems a little bit unnecessary. I can pop him like this just to kind of maybe speed through these dudes a little bit, because she's not quite as well geared as Idril is. Oh, she's still in ult. Good lord, I forgot when she kills people, she boosts her ult's duration now since she's A5. That thing lasts for a minute, dude. When she starts taking dudes down, she just keeps on rolling. It's really nice. So 30 more diamonds, we'll take it. We're not quite to 26,000. I think we were up there, but I bought a bunch of potions for stamina, and now we're kind of drained back down a little bit, but that's fine. That's totally okay. Same exact stage pretty much, so we probably won't change anything since it worked so well last time, right? There's no real reason to swap things up. Pop this in 2x, go ahead and put her down. I guess it is a slightly different stage, but not really. I'll just leave you on the bottom like this. I mean, I could have these people like attacking these guys as soon as they come out. How do I? Screw it. Let's not worry about it. Let's not try to get crazy and out in the bushes with it. Let's just smoke these dudes down, and it'll be fine. Don't overcomplicate things. Now, I could block these dudes like up here and let him kind of deal with those. If anybody else sneaks through, we can just deal with it that way, but I'll have put Hollow up here to keep him healed up. And that should be fine. I don't think anyone's going to cause a real problem back here for Estrid, because most things are going to get to her are going to be very low HP. And we can also throw a little bit of an overwatch here for her. Although those archers might shoot this guy in the back. We'll just leave it like it is. We should be okay. He is kind of facing the wrong way, but it works. As soon as they touch his butt, he'll chop him with his sword, as one does when their butt is touched. So we do have, actually, it looks like those guys come out of the side now. Not a huge deal. They are getting smoked on pretty fast. Guess I can just go ahead and pop her ult, start smoking some people down. And pop her ult, just because. We only got 3 enemies left. Go ahead and, I guess, as soon as this person gets in range here, we'll pop her ult. Boom, 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 bang, bam, boom, bang, and it's over. So, not bad, pretty quick. Was that the 3rd or the 4th? I can't remember. I think that was the 3rd stage, but my brain's not what it used to be. Boom, 2 minutes, I think it's the longest one so far. Unfortunate, but we'll take it. All right, moving on. Is it time for Arbiter? It is not. It is one more of these campaign stages, and then it is time for the Arbiter. 2 crystals to defend here. Shouldn't be an issue. We've got 2 fighters to hold each side, so I think we should be all right. Our Brienne's not super well geared, so we could probably throw like Maul in her spot for like a better DPS, but it's probably not that big of a deal. I could run her like this. Of course, I picked the wrong side, but it's okay. Probably, maybe, perhaps. Yeah, they're going to sit there and wait for me to get this guy up, so that's great. In this way, she'll be able to attack people in front of Wrath. Wrath won't be able to attack people in front of her, but it should be all right. Got some archer dudes coming in. I mean, we can do it like this. That should be okay. He didn't really get a chance to shoot anybody, so that's fine. I can throw her like this. He will shoot her a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get a healer down that can cover kind of everybody on this side. Maybe not worry about Wrath. I don't think he'll take enough damage to ever be in any real danger. But yeah, this will cover all 4 of these people. He should be fine. And if we really have to, I could even throw Navros back behind him for a little bit of extra damage. Which we might do. Probably don't need it, but better safe than sorry. I guess we can go ahead and pop her ult, start sniping these guys out. not let them do their little walkabout thing. Sip a little bit of water. And watch these guys get smoked on. So I think it has an upper limit on how long her ultimate can go, because even though she's killing people now, it's not actually extending it anymore. I think there's a maximum duration extension she can have, but it does last for a very long time as long as she's taking people out, which is really, really cool. That factor alone might be really, really important in Gear Raid 319, because I'll probably end up having to use her to support my my right side team, help kill some of those enemies off, because that's going to be an annoying part of it. But there we go, stage 4 down. Really no issues at all in there, pretty easy. And we've gained what? 30, 60, 120 diamonds out of that? I'll take it. So that's great. Boop, get that done. Also, side note, this event that's been going on has been absolutely dumping on us gold boosts. I've got like 4 days of gold bonus going on because they just keep like feeding them to me. So I'm getting a good amount of gold just by kind of farming. But when I do my Tireless Raider runs, because that is going on right now, we do have a Tireless Raider Gear Raid 1. So I'll be doing a little bit of that. Maybe tomorrow we'll just run like a straight 100 runs of Gear Raid 1 with Tireless Raider on. So I guess like 200 runs. But yeah, getting a lot of gold out of just doing this. Like my main account's actually running some right now. I can give it a little peek-see. We're 84 runs in on my main, and I've picked up 1.7 million gold. Which is pretty nice, and that's not counting like the gear that I'm going to sell off. So a lot of dollars coming in through that. So boom, I guess we'll jump over here now and start this Arbiter of Frost. I don't expect to do well on this one. I don't do well on this one on my main. I don't have a lot of continuous damage, and I don't feel like upgrading someone like Nasalt just to do a little bit better. We'll probably use her as Lord. Just because, well, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll bring her for sure, though, because she is like one of my only heroes that does actually do continuous damage. Probably won't need a tank. Probably won't need any of these people, really. We'll bring Wrath for Lord. Bring him for a little extra damage. Where's Greed at? Greed's Nightmare. He actually has a burn on his ultimate, but without him being A5, it's not a guaranteed proc that it will burn, which is a little bit annoying. Have our healer. We probably need maybe a marksman. We'll bring Edril just because that kind of makes sense. So I'm not sure how difficult these stages are. I do know that some of the enemies in them essentially take more damage from continuous damage and very little from not continuous damage sources. So we'll kind of see how that works out. I think these guys hit fairly hard. We'll pop her in the back here. Only one crystal, right? Yeah, we should be good. They're kind of slow. I don't know if they speed up or something when you attack them. Do they have that little mechanic built in on them? Oh, this is going to tell us about the high damage reduction bros over here. But continuous damage ignores it and deals double damage. So that's where you want like your burns, your poisons and stuff to hit this guy. We could throw Greed over here. Maybe that's just how we'll do it, to attack these guys a little earlier on. I don't know. Pop this in 2x maybe would be a little bit nicer. I'm not really sure if there's ranged units in this. Well, she's smoking those guys. But yeah, as you can see there, he actually popped a slow and not a burn, so he's still taking damage, but the burn would do a lot more. Sorry about my throat. It's just been annoying. It's just been a problem for a little bit now. We'll pop Edril here to kind of take care of these dudes. Kind of snipe them out a little bit earlier. But there he goes again, popping the slow. When that's red, it's got the burn damage on it. When it's blue, it's slow. So when you get him to A5, he'll actually pop both at the same time every time, which is really, really nice. We don't have that right now, obviously, so it's a little bit of an annoyance to, I guess, depend on RNG for your damage over time. And boy, he is just not dropping it. He is just sticking 100% with the slow damage, and that's, I guess, whatever. You do you, big dog. But yeah, we will need to be getting him to A5 probably for a lot of the content we're going to be going up against. Things like, what is it? Gear Raid 1, his A5 is going to be very important. Gear Dungeon 1, his A5 will be very important there as well. Probably necessary for epics only to be able to beat Stage 3, even though we are so far away from that. Well, there we go. We finally got a burn. That's great. But yeah, we need so much gear to make progress in the game right now. We're going to be stuck in the gear farming mode for a while. But there we go. Stage 1 of the Arbiter of Frost completed. Only 3 heroes really deployed. Not that bad. Boom. 30 more diamonds, I'll take it. So we'll get quite a few more diamonds out of doing this as well. Love to see those. As for the summons we got coming up this weekend, I'm not really sure about the pick your own banner. Like, you get to pick your own legendary hero, but there's no like epic heroes on offer there, which kind of sucks. For this account at least, because I honestly, I'll put her a little bit further forward this time. I want the you know, I want epic heroes to be on the banner so I can see if I'm going to get something good. When that's not available, that kind of sucks. I don't really want to pull a bunch of summons when there's no epic heroes on the ×15 banner, just because, like, that's really what I'm going for. I need epics. I don't really need, you know, good legendary banners. Those don't matter to me. So hopefully we'll get some epics on there. It'd be cool if you could pick your own epics for the banner. That would be also pretty nice, but I don't think that's how it's going to work. But maybe picking like a Laurel or something for this account would be great, because I don't have one of those yet. Yeah, but either way, we'll kind of just work our way through this. These guys, not too much of a threat right now. I guess we could put a dude back there. We don't really need to. There he goes, dropping that nice slow again. I guess it's okay, because he still gets more chances to attack them, but I mean, obviously, there we go. Get that little burn damage ticking on him, and dead. Nice. See, I didn't realize, because in a lot of games, like, damage over time can't crit, so I never really paid attention to the fact that in this game, damage over time absolutely does crit. And I was like, well, that's kind of interesting, so maybe I've been, like, kind of dumb building straight attack on heroes that do damage over time, because crit and crit rate and all that business actually still applies to it. So that's something I didn't even really pay attention to, but I recently realized that you absolutely can do crit damage on your damage over time effect. So that'll be something keep in mind for building greed up later. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good gear for everybody so we can start making progress in like Gear Raid 1. That will be big. The big one I want to make progress in though is Gear Raid 3. Because Gear Raid 3, what the heck? I guess we'll take it. Weird reward, but okay. I guess he does do damage over time. Maybe that's what they're trying to build you up for here. But yeah, Gear Raid 3 is really where I want to be able to get 19 down, just so we can have the chance to farm like Soulbound Arcana and what the heck is that? Okay, they're not just gonna walk across that tree, are they? No, it looks like they're not gonna do that. That would be kind of broken. Ridiculous, indeed. But yeah, so getting like Soulbound Arcana and Infernal Roar would be absolutely massive. Will that actually happen though for us? I don't know. How do I want to run this? Do I want to run you like... I mean, that's fine. Oh, so we do have a ranged unit coming in now. Reduces their attack. Of course, they possess extremely high damage reduction, but we need continuous damage to kill them. That's okay, because she will do continuous damage. Snipe these guys out. She doesn't hit too hard, and we do have a healer, so we should be okay. Her ultimate will do continuous damage, so we should be overall okay. I mean, as long as they're spawning in over only on this side, we should be alright. Honestly, I don't even need the ult. Really? You would just turn around and pop a shot over there? What a freaking turd monkey. Unbelievable. But it's no biggie. I guess we can pop her ult here, and she's going to shoot the wrong side people. Actually, she's kind of there you go. Take that dude down. Yeah, she's actually, like, these guys with their quote-unquote really high damage reduction doesn't seem to be all that high. Actually pretty low. So, I mean, I guess these guys are taking quite a bit less damage. Not sure what the damage reduction actually is, but it must be fairly high. 30, 40% or something? I don't know. Only a couple enemies left. They're going to come in on this side over here. Maybe if they make it far enough, we can punch them with our dude. There we go. Alright, so not too bad. Pretty easy. I think we got, what, one more stage of these left to go, and then we're on to the boss. I don't expect to do well on the boss at all, because we have very little to, like, none of the actual continuous damages. Yeah, so last one here, then on to the boss phase. We'll just keep the team the same. No reason to change it up. I'll probably swap to Hollow against the boss, just to charge ults a little bit faster. So same kind of idea coming in over here. Could just have her kind of take care of these guys right off rip. That seems like it would be a decent idea. And then we can put maybe Greed down second. Like so. Or, yeah, what the heck. Do it like this. He's pretty inconsistent with his damage anyway. So we got one of these dudes coming in. Not really taking a break, so we will get Elysia down to block him. Should be enough to take him down as well. I don't think he'll be a real problem. We actually could aim her that way if we wanted to and try to like pop her ult on them early. But we won't. We will not do that. Go ahead and pop her ult, start sniping some dudes out. Perfect. Couldn't have gone better. And now, I guess we'll just kind of stack it the way we did before. And we should be good to go. These have been pretty easy. I guess they're kind of just trying to implement like the way the boss works. Because the boss here, I guess I didn't talk about him at all. He takes a lot more damage from damage over time. So like poisons, burns, bleeds, stuff like that. That's kind of what you want to focus on for the boss, because that deals a lot of extra damage to him. And he has fairly high damage resistance if you don't. So we don't really have a lot of options for that. We do have, like, I guess 12 copies of Azoth, and he does burn people. But, oh, you turd. Should have aimed her the other way, but it's alright. She'll probably get her ult before she gets a chance to attack these guys anyway, but you never know. We might actually be able to do some... There we go. Yeah, pop your ult. There you go. Yeah, get in there. 540,000 damage? What the heck? Was that a bug? I don't think that's right. That shouldn't have happened that way, but it absolutely did. Delicious. Alright, so, boom. All of these completed. Time to move on and actually give the boss a little bit of a tickle. The goal here is just to attack him. I'm not too worried about getting above like F tier. I don't even know if I will get above F tier. We'll see. But you can't bring, I guess you can technically bring in heroes like Dolores and stuff to boost your damage. But when they pop a buff, they get frozen permanently. I assume, because I've seen some people, not the guides, the leaderboard, I've seen people bring in like Constance. I don't know if they just bring her in for the buff because she's part of like Praetus's faction, and that's why they bring her. But people do bring Dolores, and I'm assuming that the cleanse from Elowen will actually get rid of that freeze. So perhaps that's what they're doing there. I'm assuming that's how that works. But as you can see, Nasalt is in like every single team as an epic. Does actually a pretty fair amount of damage, but these guys have crazy good gear as well. So let's not get too carried away there. We'll see how much Elysia can do, because she'll probably be, if I had to guess, my top damage dealer here. Because it's all about continuous damage, and she's the only one I really have, other than Greed's one in like apparently 400 ults where he actually drops the burn. So probably drop you and bring you just to charge ults a little faster, maybe get him to spam those a little bit faster. A5 Wrath does have a burn. Actually, I want to say it might be A3 that gives you the burn, which I don't have mine awakened up 3 times yet, so it's not really a big deal. Once we do get him there, he does have a burn on his heavy blow. But we will probably, if we're going to push it, have to go and start building up some people that do have damage over time, like Komodo does a bleed. That would be useful here. And then, of course, I'm not even going to scroll through all that crap. Just not even going to mess with it. We might even be able to use someone like these, like Liam here that does like damage over time, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to run it like this, get on the leaderboard, get some Immortal coins, and be happy with that. Because that's really the only goal we have here. I'm not trying to push triple S, and I don't even know if an Epic-only account can make that happen. But whatever. So we'll go ahead, do like so, get our dudes down. She just attacks kind of often, hits fairly hard. So we're going to bring her, and then like so. So as long as we can make it to the boss rush phase, we'll be okay. If we can't, we will not be okay. Can't click on his buffs? I can. Oh wow, that's so 40% damage reduction on him. That's pretty crazy. I think the more dots you put on him, why can I not click on this? Click on it! Weird. I would love to be able to see it. Maybe you can have to look at it over here. Boop. Is there a way to see it? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Maybe that's just the stacks of vulnerability to it. I don't know. I just hate it when they have things like this and you can't click on them. I want to click on it. I want to see what you're doing. But I can't. So we broke the first little cryo mass down here. Generally speaking, the first opening stages are fairly easy. I can go ahead and pop her ult because I kind of want to. It also will end up boosting her damage later down the road. Radiant Erosion is her damage over time. It does continuous damage based on the defense of the enemy. Holy freaking crap, that just decimated bro's entire life force. That is nuts. We'll go ahead and pop Hollow to get these ults charged back up, so when he goes to boss rush phase, we'll get some damage out. Do like so, I guess we want to wait for him to pop that shield up maybe before we pop her ult. I don't know. Yes, that makes the most sense. I feel like that's just the strongest way to do it. She does break right through it. That's pretty nice. We might even be able to potentially make a D tier push here, guys, which is insane. So let's get some hollow. Oh, we already made it to E tier. Look at that. We're freaking insane. We're the best in the game. So far, we're doing all right. Go ahead and pop her ult, pop her ult. Elysia actually kind of hard carrying things right now, because I feel like without her continuous damage, we'd be doing almost nothing. But she's actually kind of putting some work in. If we can survive long enough to pop her ult again, I think her buffs become permanent, so she'll have that extra attack and damage. Go ahead and pop her ult. Looks like we are going to be able to get a pop it again. Is it going to be enough to actually break this cryo mass, though? Oh my gosh, it was. That's crazy. So look at that. We made it to D tier, peeps. So we're doing as good as my main does, pretty much. She must be just a freaking monster for this. Go ahead and pop her ult again. Just kind of get that damage rolling as fast as possible. I don't know if we'll be able to break another one, so I'm just kind of popping her out there as soon as we can. Probably was a gigantic mistake, but that's okay. We'll be okay. I think once he pops this, everyone's going to die. Actually, she survived, which is insane, so we will just keep throwing out some damage here. She can kind of heal herself a little bit with that ult, so she's staying in the fight, keeping me in the old D tier, which is great. I want to say that's what my main got. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. C tier, look at that. I was sitting here saying, oh, we'll just go F, it'll be fine. And look at us. Look at us. Dead. Dead. But as you can see, you had huge cooldowns on the people, so you can't redeploy people here. It's once they're down, they're kind of down. But that's crazy. Holy crap, we did a lot of damage there. That's way more than I expected to do. I'm kind of curious now. Let me check on my main, because I've already done it over here on this one. Got my phone sitting next to me if you're curious. Raids. Codex. Yeah, my main only got a D. So we actually just smoked my main's damage there. That's great. Holy freaking balls. That's crazy. 54 million damage, almost 55. Freaking Elysia going nuts over here. That's crazy amounts of damage. Greed being a fat turd, doing absolutely nothing. I guarantee he didn't drop a burning ult one time in that whole fight, because that's just the way he does me. Really making me not want to awaken you at all. But that's nuts. Holy wow, that damage is crazy. That's awesome. Honestly, maybe some of these top dudes are making a mistake by not bringing Elysia into their teams. That was 54 million damage. She just put me way up. Top 44%? What the heck? Epic's only going crazy. Just imagine if I actually had an assault build. Is no one bringing her in? I don't know. I feel like this guy's got a Sulcadens and they're doing 56 million damage. He's got to have better gear than me. If this guy just said, hey, Sulcadens, eat one, go suck it, we're bringing Elysia in, bro might actually end up doing more damage. Not that it matters. Once you're in triple S's, you're getting the max reward anyway. But for leaderboard bragging rights, does anybody bring Elysia in? I kind of want to see one person with an Elysia up here. Because, if I'm dropping 54 mil with her, okay, I don't think I even ran her as the Lord. I didn't, which maybe I should have. That might have made more sense. Oopsie doopsie. Why is she not being used? I'm just my curiosity. I'm just scrolling and hoping I'll see one. Boop 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 boop. Because wouldn't that make your Praetus' ult even stronger as well, or his Lord skill? I feel like it totally would. What is your Lord skill, bro? Yeah, you get Sacred Blessing on all your dudes, which is 50% bonus damage, including their true damage. I feel like maybe people are sleeping on her. That was nasty. That amount of damage was crazy. Come on. Somebody's got to have an Elysia in here. Look, look, look with your eyes. Purple, purple, purple. All I see is lizards in purple. There's a holo. Not a single person in the top running an Elysia. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. I feel like they might just actually be missing out on damage there. Call me crazy, and I will admit I could just be crazy. But 54 million damage on my team with a very, very mediocre build. Like, she's not built like crazy at all. Like, look at this. This is Garbo. She has a lunacy visor on. What the heck am I even doing? Right? I'm just totally throwing right now. But a really well-built Elysia? I mean, I don't see why they're not being thrown into these teams. It might just be the better way to go. Like, she out-damaged Azilitu here. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just missing out on that. Maybe not. But that's crazy. I was expecting a really, really low roll here because my main struggles really hard here. But Elysia just absolutely just cleaning house there. That was nuts. Top 44%. I will take it. But there we go, guys. Everything I wanted to get done today kind of knocked out. We knocked out the campaign. Really surprised myself here in the Immortal Codex. That was just freaking nuts. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.